Moshe Dayan, who was then chief of the Israeli Defense Force, and he was a significant figure in Israeli history. This is in 1956, and this is when the Gaza Strip was still being administered by Egypt. And he was giving a speech at a funeral for somebody for an Israeli who was killed in a kibbutz on the outskirts of Gaza. He's honoring his sentence. And then you have to remember the Gaza Strip in 1956. Thousands of Palestinian refugees were coming there. So that's really the beginning of Gaza. So Diane spoke about the strength of Argentina to win and protect his homeland and Jewish people. But he also spoke about the effects on Palestinians displaced and thrown out as a result. Diane said, and I quote, "Let's not cast blame on the murderers today." He's referring to the Palestinians behind the attack on the kibbutz. And this is in 1956. "Why should we deplore their burning hatred for us? For 8 years they had been sitting in the refugee camps in Gaza, and before their eyes we have been transforming the land and the villages where their fathers dwelt into our states." And then 10 years later, the Israelis took control of the Gaza Strip. So we've had a continuation of all of this occupation and all of this, and it seems like the more the years go on, the more the world has stood by and allowed for what has happened. So I'll just say, everybody, we have to say a prayer for Gaza. We have to stand up. I appreciate everybody coming here and speaking out on the treatment of the Palestinians, and to remember that just because we're criticizing the war and the treatment of Palestinians doesn't mean we're condemning, we're anti-Israeli or anti-Jewish. These are separate issues. You know, wars should still have rules, and the world should not be standing by. Thank you.
I just want to make it to everyone that we are not here to support one group against. We are here to support the people of Gaza. I would just want to make it clear and make it just, I know it's going to be a lot of translation here, but we are standing here to help the people of Gaza, the people who's getting killed every single minute there, and the world is just blind. Brother Mustafa Musta'an, he want to speak a few words. He's president of Sasكاتون Islamic Association.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. على رسوله الكريم، أما بعد، أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم، بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Now, brothers and sisters, and the members of the community at large, you guys know, most of you have seen me speaking. I've never took a paper to read from. I've simply narrated my emotions, my thoughts, whenever I've spoken. But for the past 1 week, I've been following the news, and I'm seeing a huge trend internationally in two matters. One matter is the dehumanization of Palestinians. Human animals, they are calling them. The child who is just born, the unborn child, the 10 years old, the 16, 18. Like a killing of the older people, older than 18, is okay. It is certified. They are supposed to die. But killing of the children, the unborn, the infants, the under 16, the under 10, and then longer about it, the mother doesn't need the school anymore because the children are being killed. This is sad. This is how low, as a humanity, they are trying to push us down to. Then, passing laws in France, Germany, UK to ban anyone standing for Gazans and labeling them as terrorists if they're standing against this genocide. This is a trend that I'm talking about. But there's another trend. Have you guys seen the hashtag under my name? That is the Jewish community all across the globe, especially in North America. They are coming out and they are saying, you cannot kill under our name. The trend, it is not just Muslims or it is not Middle Easterns anymore. It is everyone. A Jewish are saying what the Zionists are doing is not us. We are not supporting it and we do not allow it under our name. So the message is clear. I came across a passage from a book by a Holocaust survivor, Dr. Gabriel Mates and Daniel Mates. They have written in their book. I am personally a Holocaust survivor as an infant. I barely survived. My grandparents were killed in Auschwitz, and most of my extended family were killed. I became a Zionist. Why not? He thought Zionism is the way for him. And he became a Zionist. Says, I became a Zionist. This dream of Jewish people resurrected in their historical homeland, in the barbed wire of Auschwitz, being replaced by the back with a powerful army. And then I found out that it wasn't exactly like that. That in order to make this Jewish dream a reality, we have to visit a nightmare on the local population. There is no way you could have ever created a Jewish state without oppressing and repelling the local population. So this is what their own people are claiming about, because they are not happy with what is going on. The passage is long, and he is saying that he was crying for weeks whenever he visits Palestine. And this is what they themselves are coming out with. Now the point over here I'm making is, how come the genocide in Gaza is happening and everyone is quiet? When the Jewish people were being massacred in Europe, it was not just the Nazis who were killing them. It was not just the politicians who would fight for them. It was the silent majority who were supporting the crime. The silent majority did not act properly. And today we are going there again. The silent majority has to come out and say that they are not supporting this. First they made it a global issue, then the Muslim issue, then Arab issue, then regional issue, and now just Muslim issue? No, they are human beings like us. 2.5 million people being butchered day and night as we speak. Hundreds of people are being killed right now. By the time we have come over here, I guess around 100 people will be massacred by now. This should not be okay. And we have to raise our voice. And we go through every proper channel to put those accountable for supporting this massacre. And this is my message to everyone and my request to everyone. Thank you very much.
Thank you.